Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, and BAHASHAM, RAAHWABAN for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. I want to give double honor to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. And peace, love, and blessings to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom. Honor Brother Yakov from Prophets in Babylon, Tampa, Florida. Coming at you with Lord willing and edifying. Let's defeat the sheep who believe on the names of Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, in truth and in sincerity. Shalom to you and your families, man. This is a lesson, primarily going to the Akim. All right. But, it may, to whom it may apply. All right. And this is something that's been on my spirit for quite some time. And the title of this lesson is going to be Sometimes All We Can Do Is Suffer It Out. All right. Sometimes all we can do is suffer it out. And what I mean by that is the trials and tribulations that we're going to go through in this truth. When you're going through your trials and your tribulations, sometimes you can be trying to look for a quick escape or a solution to your trial. But sometimes the Lord just wants you to suffer it out, man. All right. Sometimes the Lord just wants you to go through that process. Okay. That you may be able to gain all the more in the spirit. Sometimes the Lord just wants you to go through that process, that you may gain all the more in the spirit. All right. So I'm going to open up with the book of Micah, chapter 7 and verse 9. It says, I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him. Until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. Yeah, so, in this truth, man, sometimes we're going to go through certain seasons where we're suffering the indignation of the Lord. The Lord is putting hell upon us. We're being afflicted. Our woman being a complete demon. All right, or whatever the case may be, whatever the Lord chooses to, to basically jack you up, chasten you, we got to suffer that. All right, we got to suffer that, man. We got to suffer that season, you have times where the Lord is blessing you plentifully, and then you have times where the Lord is just putting straight hell upon you. But you have to suffer those situations out. You have to suffer that out. That situation where the Lord is, putting that hell upon you, and you trying to find a solution to resolve that hell, or to basically escape the situation that you're in, and you can't. It's because the Lord just wants you to suffer it out, man. And being this truth, that saying, got me through a lot of things. You just gotta suffer it out, bro. You gotta, just sit there and wait till the Lord to plead your case. Wait till the Lord to take his hand off of you. All right. But within that process, see, the Lord doesn't do anything for no reason. Within that process of suffering a situation out, you're gaining something. You're gaining patience. You're gaining endurance. All right. Faith. You see, because in the midst of that process, you're still trusting in the Lord that he resolves it. You're still trusting in the Lord that he increases you at your latter end. You're still trusting in him. All right. In the midst of that process, you see, and, our forefathers, they had to, they went through certain things where they had to suffer it out. They couldn't necessarily escape, no matter what solution they try to find. The Lord just wanted them to endure that process that he had them going through, which leads me to the book of James, the 5th chapter, starting at the 10th verse. It says, take my brethren, the prophets who have spoken in the name of the Lord, for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience. All right. It says, behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job, and seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy. Yeah, you see, the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy. All right. So, Job went through, hell. And he was basically trying to, give his friends, he was basically pleading his case with his friends, that he was innocent. He was basically pleading his case, trying to find a solution on, why the Lord is doing him the way he's doing him. No matter what Job came up with or tried to, try whatever he tried to explain to his friends, or it wasn't, it didn't take the hell away, because the Lord wanted him to suffer out that process. All right. And now, from him suffering out that process, at the latter end of him, the Lord increased him because he trusted in the Lord in the midst of that process. And, you're going to go through things where you have to just suffer it out. You're going to go through seasons in this truth where you just got to suffer out that process, man. Whether it's you feeling low in the spirit, whether if it's you not being, as financially, stable as you, would be, your woman nagging you, your kids, or whatever the Lord put upon you, man. You have to suffer that situation out. Okay. And I'm gonna read verse 10 again in James 5. It says, "Take my brethren the prophets who have spoken in the name of the Lord for an example of a suffering affliction of patience." Yeah, so you come into this truth, you speak in the name of the Lord, you believe that you're a prophet, you believe the Lord called you to be a prophet, you're gonna suffer affliction. And you have to be patient in while suffering that. While suffering that, you have to be patient. Trust in the Lord. All right? Praying to the Lord that he increases you, that he keeps you, and that he gives you the spirit to suffer it out and not bug out, and just say F it and go back into the world. Because that's what a lot of guys do. When they start catching hell, they take it as something bad, man. The Apostle Peter said, "Think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you," man. And it also says, roughly paraphrasing, that we have been partakers of YAHAWASHI's suffering. See? So we're partakers of that cup that he drunk. So we going to catch hell. We going to go through things, bro. But you have to suffer it out, man. All right? That you may be able to gain all the more in the spirit. Matter of fact, I believe the next verse actually goes into that when you read James, the 5th chapter. The 12th verse. No, it's not. That's actually, it doesn't. Matter of fact, I believe that's what James, the 1st chapter, the 3rd, 2nd chapter. Oh, that's good. James, the 1st chapter. Yeah, James chapter 1. In verse 2, it says, "My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing." Yeah, man. All right, so, when you fall into these diverse temptations, these diverse troubles, count it all joy. All right? James 1 and verse 2 in the NLT, it says, "Dear brothers and sisters, when trouble of any kind come your way, consider it a great opportunity." All right, consider it an opportunity for great joy, Salakia. "For you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. So let it grow, for when your endurance is fully developed, you will be perfect and complete, needing nothing." You see, so when your endurance, has a chance to grow, all right, when you're going through certain things, man, when the Lord puts you through these certain situations, that is a chance for your endurance to grow. That is a chance for your faith to grow. You got to suffer these things out. YAHAWASHI got us. He's not going to let us down, man. The Lord told us he got us. If we serve him, in truth and in sincerity, the Lord ain't going to forsake us, man. The Lord always going to make a way for us, bro. Every time. You just got to trust that. You got to trust in that and believe in that. You see, and the Lord going to come through. You got to trust in the Lord, though he's putting the hell upon you. Though you're going through the fire, the fiery trials, that's all a part of. That's the part of the agreement that we made when we came to this truth. This knowledge ain't free, man. All right, it comes with something. The Lord needs something back, so He's gonna put that hell upon you. Scripture says that he that increases wisdom increases sorrow. So as you're growing, you're catching more hell. You're going through more things, but guess what? The Lord is going to keep us. You see. This is the book of Job 13 and verse 15. It reads, though he slay me, yet will I trust in him. But I will maintain my own ways before him. He shall be my salvation, for an hypocrite shall not come before him. Right. So, though the Lord is slaying Job, he said he gonna maintain his ways before the Lord. All right. And it says, he also shall be my salvation. All right. So though the Lord put a hell upon Job, Job is still trusting in the Lord. Job is still trusting in YAHAWASHI to make a way. He said he also shall be my salvation. So, though, the Lord slaying us and we catching that hell, we got to still trust in the Lord, bro. You got to suffer that situation out with your chin up, trusting in YAHAWASHI to get you through that situation, man. You see? Because it's easy to, catch hell and you start to forget what the Lord has already done for you. Which leads me to this precept right here. Sirach 11 and verse 25, it says, in the day of prosperity there is a forgetfulness of affliction. And in the day of affliction there is no more remembrance of prosperity. So, when you catch hell, it's easy to forget about all the things the Lord has done for you prior. You can't forget that. You see? You can't forget, you start catching hell and you start doubting. You can't start doubting, bro. You got to remember everything the Lord did for you prior, to the days of your affliction. You still got to remember the days where the Lord, held you up. Shit. And even when we catch hell, the Lord still makes sure we got a roof over our head. We eat every day. We got clothes on our back. You fight them heavy demons, but the Lord still is up. At the end of the night, the Lord still upholds you, man. You see? So, when these situations come upon us, man, we just got to suffer them out and continue to trust in YAHAWASHI. And the Lord go hold us up. Okay, so, this is a quick lesson. I ain't trying to beat a dead horse. I pray it was edifying. Till the next time, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWASHI. Double honor to the apostles and elders of great millstone teaching real well. To the next